These lure coursing kits for cats have been popping up online. They're not only for dogs anymore, and these are more affordable than the dog ones, although they are not cheap. They come from a variety of brands, but they all look to be pretty much the same product. Here's what I've learned using one for the past 3 weeks, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. First, many aspects of this product are well thought out. You simply lift the top part of all the pulleys and place the string in. They give you a big roll of string, so you can make more than one course length, or many of the same length with different lures attached to them. The motor and pulleys can be left in place and just pushed slightly out of the way if you've planned your course in the manner that allows for this. You don't want to have to get the whole setup out of the drawer every time you want to use it. You want to only have to put the string in. The Velcros work quite well. If you want to switch lures on the same string, you can use fishing hooks of this kind, size 10. If you try to use smaller ones, the string won't fit when you try to pull it through the metal circle. They do make the course noisier because of the clicks each time the hooks go through the pulleys. Maybe you and your cat won't mind, maybe one or both of you will, so it's not necessarily good for everything. You could also use these hooks on your string so that you can open the loop fully to pass it inside the tunnel, for example, although I haven't found this really necessary as they enjoy ambushing from the tunnel next to the course more than seeing the lure go through the tunnel. What's annoying is that these tend to get caught in the carpet, they open, they release the lure, and then you have an open hook that could cause injury on your course. You'll have to do your own risk assessment for this. The string that's provided is thick, which is good because if you used thin string, it could slice open your cat's paws. Use only rope of the caliber and type provided, not anything smaller. We don't want toe beans to get cut, especially at high speed. You are not limited to these lures, the lures that they provide, although they are quite enticing to cats, both their furry one and their kind of plastic bag one. The lures from Dabird and Chris the cat work quite well as there is ample space in all the pulleys for them to pass through. You can play around with the number of lures on your loop. One might be more exciting than 3. Try it and see. With more than one cat, you might want more than one lure to reduce the risks of quarrels for the lures. I used the slowest speed, it's fast enough. I would have added an even slower speed, honestly. If you play with wand toys with your cats, you know that seeing a prey slowly move can be even more exciting than seeing it zap around like crazy. The automatic mode is okay, although I wish they had included more variability in speed. It would likely entice cats to stay engaged for longer. The remote is a nice addition, as your cat could become accustomed to the toy relatively quickly. If there were more if there was more speed variety in automatic mode, I think this would not happen as much. That said, watching and ambushing is still part of the prey sequence. So if you get 5 minutes of stationary ambushing that lead to only 1 pounce, it still means your cat was entertained for 5 whole minutes. Even if they don't seem to be interacting with the lures, it doesn't mean it's not working to burn some cognitive energy. Think of us humans watching a documentary on TV. How to make it new again to keep your cat interested? Well, add variety, just like in your wand toy play sessions. You can change lures. Again, you can have just simply multiple loops of string and different lures on each one, so you can switch. You can make it go under a table or under a stool with a blanket or towel so that it disappears. You can make it go under shipping paper, which is a bit noisy. You can make it go through a box. You can cut the bottom of the box to be able to take it apart easily to put the string through. You can add obstacles to block the view to part of the course. That makes it more exciting. You can provide opportunities for ambush, such as tunnels or stools covered in towels. The whole system is relatively quiet. If there's no fishing hooks and no noisy paper, I'm able to watch TV in the same room. In automatic mode, it runs for 15 minutes and then waits for a couple of hours before turning back on again, but I have not left it on for that amount of time. You charge it using the cable provided and a USB port. The battery seems good. I don't have it plugged constantly. To remove the bird sound, just press the black button once. That's one I couldn't figure out initially. I can't speak for durability as the product is new. I can, however, show you how it works when a cat stops the string from moving. If the loop is very tight, stepping on the string will stop the motor from being able to turn. In automatic mode, the direction switches regularly and the motor stops for brief periods, which might help release the string, as the cat might feel the pull, change direction, and get excited and move. But not always, it's not a guarantee. If the loop has more slack to it, then the motor will keep turning even if a cat steps on the string. I would expect this to be less damaging long-term to the motor, but I can't say for sure. Now, before buying this, here are some things to think about. I would not leave this toy unattended ever. A cat could easily get caught in the string and choke. It doesn't need to be running. The second a cat gets caught, they're likely to startle and pull in all directions, increasing the tightness of the rope instead of making them go free. If you have cats that play with one another rolling around on the string, this might increase the risks even more. We don't leave wand toys lying around because of their strings. We shouldn't leave this toy on a string lying around either. A non-slip surface, such as carpet or a yoga mat, is essential. If your cat runs like a madman in circles while slipping like crazy, they are likely to injure themselves. Make sure you provide good footing for them to run, just like nature would have provided. Don't forget that you might trip on the string. Plan your course in a manner that is least likely to bug you. So you want to plan for these aspects: a placement of the course that will be out of your way. So if you want to set this up so your cats can play while you empty the dishwasher, don't set it up around the kitchen island between the dishwasher and the cupboards. It'll be in your way. If you want to set it up while you relax in the sofa, it might not matter if it takes up a lot of space in the living room. Just make sure you think of it. I only use 2 of the 3 pulleys in my living room because a triangular loop makes sense, but a rectangular loop would be in the way. Select furniture to attach the pulleys in place, where you can leave them there even when not in use, removing the effort of installing the course fully every time. Make sure you have a drawer to put the string loops into, out of reach of your cat. Finally, well, overall, aside from the unknown durability, this is an interesting toy that seems to promise more long-term engagement than any other electronic toy I've tried so far. Whether you have limited mobility, an injury, a lack of motivation to play with wand toys, or a lack of time, this is just another option to help you better satisfy your cat's innate need to hunt. It makes me happy to see new products being designed with cats in mind.